Hello, I am therapist and holistic nutritionist Jaz Robbins, and I am so excited to be spending this time with you. As you know, we are really tackling some mental health issues that kids deal with, that adolescents deal with, that teens deal with, and they just don't get talked about enough. So I am thrilled to be able to engage in this dialogue and bring some things to our awareness. Now, I may not be your therapist, but I hope that you will allow me to give you some information, some insight, and some love as we spend some time together. As you know, Jaz Gaustad, singer, songwriter extraordinaire, has released new music, and the album is titled Black Box. This week, we got Hero, and my favorite lyric from this song is, "We made the mess, but now we'll kill it." This reminds me of something that Dr. Marsha Linehan, she's a psychologist, she always says that we may not have created our problems, but it's up to us to fix them. I remember the first time that I heard her say that. It stung, it hurt. Why do I have to be saddled with fixing a problem that I didn't create? But sometimes we find ourselves muddled in a mess that we did have a hand in creating. This song really tackles inner strength. And what I want to talk to you today about is fragility, weakness, and strength. When I think about what this song really hits at, I imagine someone living a life where they don't have just a single lemon plopped in their lap. They've been thrown a bucket of lemons. A bucket of lemons to try to make sense of, to try to work through, to try to make a life out of. When there's so much chaos, there's so much disarray, there's so much emotional pain, there's so much unknown that you just don't know how to make sense of. When your life feels like a bucket of lemons has just landed in your lap, you feel unworthy, you feel out of yourself, you feel out of control. And a lot of times you just don't know what to do. You're tired of being sick and tired because what your life looks like is that it's been the same cycle of hurt, the same cycle of pain, over and over and over again. You feel fragile and you feel weak. And in that fragile and weak space, you have no idea how in the world you're going to get through this moment. You fear that there's another bucket of lemons waiting for you around the corner. Here's what I'll tell you. And you may not believe me, but I know that you've made it through other things because you're here with me right now. And because I know that you've made it through other things, I also know that you have a secret weapon that you don't even know that you have. That secret weapon is your resilience. Resilience is one of the few things that gets stronger through adversity. That's just a word that means bad stuff. That's the bucket of lemons. Resilience gets sharper the more that you go through tough stuff. Resilience becomes that tool, becomes that skill, becomes that strategy that you can tap into because in your heart of hearts, you know that you can do hard things. That's resilience. You have a bank of it that is ready to get you through this next hard thing. It's ready to tackle this bucket of lemons that's in your life right now. That is your resilience. The fact that you've made it through hard stuff in the past, even if you're like, but Jaz, that wasn't as hard as this. You made it through that, and that made a deposit into your resilience bank. Let me tell you, you are so much more powerful than you know. You are so much more skilled then you know your life in this moment is giving you an opportunity for you to take that fragility, for you to take all of those things that you think are weaknesses. Your life is giving you an opportunity for you to show up as your own hero. No cape needed, no tights needed, because you got resilience. And I know that you got it, without a question. Even though you're hearing me and you're feeling like, yeah, I might have some resilience, I might be able to do this, but you're not quite sure how to start, and you're not quite sure where to start, reach out to somebody. Reach out to someone that you know, that you love, that you trust. Let them know that you're ready to take steps to be your hero. Get that guidance. And if for any reason you don't have that person that you trust in your life, reach out to Teen Line. Teen Line is a hotline for teens, by teens. It's the very hotline that I worked at when I was in high school. The callers are trained, the people answering the calls, they are trained to help you over this crisis, over this hump. And they're trained to connect you with long-term resources so that you can use your secret weapon to get you through, to bring your light forward, to become that better version of yourself that maybe hasn't seen the light of day in a while. That's what I want for you. So even if you just do it for me, reach out to someone, because you deserve it. Now, for our tool in our toolbox this week, I can't believe this is week 11. This week, I want to talk to you about vitamin D. It's probably really, really popular and really kind of catchy to talk about, but I don't want to talk about it in terms of a supplement. When I talk about vitamin D, I want you to get outside. I want you to get sunlight. Sunlight gives us vitamin D that our bodies can use for fuel and for energy. Here's the thing that you may or may not know about depression. Lack of vitamin D can cause low mood. For those of you that live in parts of the world that get really maybe damp or cold or dark during the winter, there's something that's called seasonal affective disorder, abbreviated SAD. But that comes from a lack of vitamin D a lot of times. So even if you find yourself in that space, and even if you don't feel like it in the moment, get outside and allow your body to get some sunlight. It's so healing, it's so necessary, and your body will thank you for it. I am therapist and holistic nutritionist Jaz Robbins. I want you to know that you are worthy, you matter, and you deserve to experience the full awesomeness that your life has to offer. We only have one more week, but I so hope that you'll join me. So until next time, bye-bye.